A lot of people aspire and they wanna do, right? But it starts with action steps. You really have to make progress every day. You gotta fucking do it, man.
My name is Tariq Zaid. I am 44 years old and I'm in 50/50 Skate Park in the building. I am originally from Brooklyn. I've been on Staten Island long enough to say I am from Staten Island. So originally from Brooklyn, but they say it ain't where you from, it's where you act. I spent some time in group homes, and there were a couple out here that I had been a resident of. So the intrigue of Staten Island being kind of a fresh start. Well, I wasn't really a bad kid, I just didn't like to listen to anyone. I had a problem with authority. I didn't like to listen to my parents, I didn't like to listen to teachers. You just couldn't tell me what to do. And I think I still keep some of that spirit. But it was, my exit out of the group home system was I aged out. I was 16 and I was ready for that move to the next phase of my life. The time that I had spent out here in Staten Island at the New York Foundling Hospital. The New York Foundling Hospital, I think I owe that place a visit soon, actually. The people that I met in the New York Foundling Hospital were, my God, the most influential people in my life at that time, and I needed to know them. And they set me straight, man. I wanted to be like them. They were dope men and women who were brilliant. They were very kind of nurturing, and I mean, I shared, there were 24 residents in that group home, 12 boys, 12 girls. So sharing a house with that many housemates and that many personalities, and everyone had issues of sort back home and internally, and you know, we were kind of like all in this together. And I knew that I didn't want to take the course of action that other friends and peers were going through, you know, at that time, and you know, who was getting arrested and in more trouble. And I just wanted to have a job, you know. I wanted to work at the group home. I wanted to, you know, be a counselor, someone who can be potentially influential in that manner. Because, man, they were smart, they were athletic, they were cool, they were fresh, they dressed nice, they were college educated, they were street educated, they were parents, they were single. Like, man, the diverse group of people I met in that place made me want to be a better person. I sometimes take it for granted how I live my life. You know, I was just saying, you know, our work is an extension of our lifestyle. So yeah, at our shop, the Richmond Hood Company, we are a summer youth SYEP work site where we provide work readiness training and life skills to young people entering the workforce. We train them in retail and inventory management and all sorts of stuff that pertains to that space. So when I was out and about at Home Goods, you know, grabbing some things for the kitchen, I saw a young lady who we trained. It was her very first job. She never worked anywhere before. She didn't have any job training. She was just willing. She was willing to learn and take in some skills. And I saw her, and she rang me up, and she was like, yeah, I got this job because of everything I learned at the Richmond Hood Company. Everything you taught me allowed me to be confident and go out and give another place, you know, my best. Yeah, I took the bus driver's exam years ago, and I passed, and I got hired, and I never went. And I was like, man, what are you gonna do? You gonna do this, or are you gonna do this, you know? And again, no wrong answer, but one had a little bit more of a paved out path. And there was the path of, you have so much to give, you have so much, you know, that you want to do and you want to give, and a lot of it was just exploring, you know. Whatever it is that you want to do, you know, follow your dreams. I guess I'm an entrepreneur. That's just the way it worked out. I learned about restaurant business. You know, my friends were doing the restaurants and bars, and I geek out about it. And so all of it is the world of entrepreneurship. It's just fascinating to me. I'm a GED kid, you know. I didn't go to college, but everything I learned was through venturing off into an unknown world. You know, I was very studious. I had to know what I know. I'm not venturing off, you know, in a blind space. So when I decided not to be a bus driver, that's when I decided to further sink my teeth into the world of entrepreneurship. My homie, and he's my business partner still to this day, Mike Alvarez, he was coming home from a little visit. He was away for a minute on vacation. And the next chapter was like, yo, let's do a sneaker store. Let's do a skate shop. Let's do a, you know, an action sports shop, you know. But transitioning from a design studio, you know, and that's something that's remained the foundation to this day of what we do as a sneaker store, a t-shirt shop, or a skate shop, whatever you want to call us. We've always wanted to serve as a platform for the creative community, right? For those people who needed outlets to perform, right? So once a month, we were an open mic performance space. You know, we moved all the racks and lined up a bunch of chairs, and people performed, like literally for 5 years before the COVID and lockdown happened. We sell t-shirts and hats, but we also sell other local artists t-shirts and hats. We also tap other local artists and hire them to create design work for us for t-shirts and hats and ads and all sorts of things. So we work with the creative community constantly. We try to maintain a presence for them, you know, like it's New York City. We did a bunch of merchandise design for several brands out there during the time of like early streetwear, Academics and Aniche and Mecca and all those brands. So our designs went out there next to a bunch of other designs, right? So we were one design house that was hired, but maybe sent 5 designs out of like 30 that were presented. So that's when we knew we had something special. Like, I was like, really? You know, our stuff outperformed those other pieces? Like, that's awesome, you know? And that's when we saw, like, that's when I started like, yo, we're special. Yo, Mike, we're special, bro. Like, we have something, man. Like, we need to do more, you know? And even when we had the design studio, we would always say, man, wouldn't it be cool if we could do this for Staten Island? And we started thinking about Staten Island creatives for t-shirts and hats back then, you know? So the Richmond Hood Company is just a culmination of what we've always had in mind and in heart, which is our borough, you know, like Staten Island. Brooklyn can't have all the cool t-shirts, man. The pandemic has affected our business in every way possible. Being closed, like, that's my day job. Like, I don't have any other source of income. So like, wow, all right, this is real. And in that time, that's when we knew the love was real, because people really started to reach out. I'm gonna buy a t-shirt, you know, I'm gonna buy some t-shirts. I'm gonna do my early Christmas shopping now. Yeah, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have made it, man, holy moly. And thank you for choosing to ring the register during that shutdown period. Over the past few years, I've been looking to do something more with myself, with my time, with my energy. So yeah, man, like for the past 3 years, I've been developing a vegan, plant-based business. It started as a coffee shop years ago. It evolved into so many things. I want to have mad plant-based and delicious vegan yummies for everyone, right? I developed a really cool business with insight from the experts in my life. Yeah, crossed my T's and dotted my I's. And yeah, the past year we were working. He was like, yo, I wanna be a business partner, you know, like my daughter's not gonna be a welder, so I gotta get something for her to do in the future. Literally right next door to the Richmond hood company, a space became available, like literally right next door. Like, yeah, over the lockdown, me and my homies have been building a vegan deli. We encourage everyone to pull up. We'll have all your deli staples, your bacon, egg, and cheese, your chopped cheeses, and you know your Jamaican patties, and your all the things that you would find in your deli, except it's going to be all plant-based and vegan. 827 and 829 Castleton Avenue. The deli is going to be called Vodega. So Bodega with a V. So Vodega, Vodega NYC. I want to thank 50/50. Ed, like I told you earlier, I live vicariously through you, you know. You're legendary. You gotta fucking do it, man. You just gotta do it. Like a lot of people aspire, right? And they wanna do, right? But it starts with action steps. You gotta fucking take action. You really have to make progress every day, like every day. And Mike reminded me of that, like, and I have my challenges. I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm sure the team around me has, you know, like fucking Reek's a jerk sometimes, or maybe he's great sometimes, you know, whatever they say. But like every day, the crew, we go at it, man. There's no slacking. There's no like half-assing. That's the difference, you know. You just can't talk about it. You really got to be about it. Every day, show up, be present. There's no saying no. There's no stopping. Like, no one's going to tell you no. You know, whatever. Over the past 20 years, we've manifested so many. 20 years, you know, Mike and I have been working together. You know, and, you know, like, peaks and valleys. Hell yeah. Love to the crew. Teamwork makes the dream work.